You are more than just your vocal range. Maybe this is a letter to my teenage self, but I also hope it is a letter to anyone who feels inadequate just because they can't sing those higher notes that everybody loves. When we see someone singing high notes, and you get that feeling deep down inside your stomach, wishing that you could do the same, it is the equivalent of seeing someone on social media or just wherever, and they have that amazing body that you've always wanted, and you're thinking, man, how do I look like that? Can I look like that? Will I ever get to look like that? If I work hard enough, will I get to look like that? I don't think this is fact, merely an observation, but I can't help but feel like we glorify singing high notes more than we need to. There's so many singing competitions out there, talent shows, and yeah, you get different types of singers on the show, and they're great. However, I've seen to notice a lot of the singers that pass or get standing ovations, and don't forget, these shows are highly scripted more than you think. But a lot of these singers that go through seem to have something in common, which is that they are able to belt high notes, and typically they are called the powerhouse singer. Growing up, I saw a lot of these singers on these talent shows, and because of the reaction I see from the judges and the audience, I always thought, oh, is that what I need to do to become successful as a singer? Speaking of the media, it's not just talent shows, but it's all over YouTube. And a lot of us are on YouTube. And it could be videos such as vocal coaches reacting to singers singing songs like the recent K-pop Demon Hunters Golden. And everyone is reacting to the song saying, wow, impressed with the high range that she has. And she does. She has an extremely high range, and I love it. They are impressed because pulling off high notes like that, well, with stability, precision, takes a lot of practice. Years, you know? But this can create a little bit of a self-esteem problem among aspiring singers. Because like me, I grew up thinking this is what I had to do to become a full-fledged singer. This is what I had to do to impress other people. And perfectionist me never let myself call myself a singer because I couldn't do it yet. And I say yet, but at the time, I never even thought I could do it at all. This video exists to remind you that there are a lot of varieties out there, and you can be one of them. You do not need to be the powerhouse singer belting super high notes in order to call yourself a good singer. Maybe we need to ask the question, why do we like high notes so much anyway? Well, I think it's because they're flashy and they give you goosebumps. They give us a certain feeling that mid to low notes can't. But with that said, mid to low notes can give us another feeling. Like, anyone can be a singer no matter what you sing. But if you're in the boat right now where you feel like an imposter for calling yourself a singer when you're not able to hit certain notes, you need to embrace your strengths. Maybe in another video I'll tell you about my bad relationship with singing as I was growing up, which I have been healing in recent years. But anyway, you might say, but range can increase over time. And you are right, it can. But we also cannot deny the fact that everyone is different. We're not all built the same. We're not all born the same. You cannot change what you're born with. And this can mean vocal quality. Your voice will sound different from someone else's, just as your range will be different from someone else's. Remember, I am not a vocal coach. I'm just, let's say, an enthusiast that has been doing this for a long time in my room where no one could see me. Your vocal cords are a muscle, and they sound different based on how they are built. It's genetics. So when we talk about increasing your range, maybe one day, yes, you can reach higher notes. Your vocal cords are a muscle and they can strengthen over time. It's just like going to the gym. You practice this movement enough, you get strong enough, and you're able to lift an even heavier weight that you never thought that you would be able to before. But everyone has a different body. I'm someone who is short. My torso is longer than my legs. So there are certain movements that are a little more difficult for me. And there are some moves that I avoid altogether because it easily injures me. So coming back to vocal cords, right? There is a reason why we have vocal types. Right? We have soprano, mezzo, alto, tenor, baritone, bass, and So some people fit one voice type, whereas a lot of people also are able to fit into multiple voice types. You're mainly a soprano, but you can go as low as to an alto. Usually we classify ourselves in the range that we are strongest in. We can have a large range, but of course there will be notes that's weaker to us. For me, I'm stronger in my higher range, hence why I'm a soprano. And yes, I can go down to where the altos are, but it is not my strongest point. It takes more effort for me to train and make it sound well, and sometimes I don't always hit those notes 100% if I don't practice enough. Sopranos can reach that high because our vocal cord... Okay, again, I'm not a coach, but the gist is, I think the muscle. Why can sopranos sing so high? So sopranos can sing higher notes because, I'm going to look at Google for this one, they have shorter and thinner vocal cords compared to other voice types. This physical characteristic allows for faster vibrations and consequently higher pitches. If you don't have those characteristics, it will be harder for you to reach higher notes. And you should not be straining, hurting yourself. What did I say about going to the gym and doing exercises that don't serve your body well because it's not suited for your body, and then you get injured? It is the same thing. You could be in either category. You could be in the category where you cannot sing it at all. It is not built for you and your voice. Or you can be in the category where you don't know that you're a soprano yet, or you know you're a soprano, but you don't know how to tap into your higher register and all those higher notes up there. Because that was me. I didn't know I was a soprano for a long time because I was never able to reach that high, but that was only because I didn't know how. So it's really important for you to know which one are you, and usually the best way to find that out is with a vocal coach. Without a vocal coach, I wouldn't have been able to really embrace that I am a soprano. I can sing these high notes because I've learned how. And it also takes a lot of courage because singing high notes, I was very weird about trying to reach that high because I was afraid of sounding stupid. But if you're in the category where it's not built for you and trying just injures you, know that it is totally okay to not be built for certain notes. I am not built to be a baritone because I'm not a man. And maybe I could change it in this day and age with hormone therapy, which is amazing that we can do that, but maybe I still won't be able to reach that low. Again, everyone's still going to be built differently. We are not designed to be able to sing all the notes that are known to existence. But know that your singing ability should not be based on just your range. Like, there's so many other things that you could be working on. Like, there's so much more to singing than just your range, okay? There's so many different techniques, styles, genres, and things for you to explore. Like, why focus on something that you're not built for? Why focus on something that just hurts you? Why? Because everyone on the internet is singing Golden for the 50th time. I know I keep talking about Golden, but it's only because it's relevant right now. But I love that song. But it did make me worried when I saw all the covers out there and all the comments on every cover that I've seen saying like, oh my god, I wish I could reach that high. As a singer, you always need to take note of your strengths and your weaknesses, but as a performer, you want to push your strengths to the front, okay? Like no one sees your weaknesses, or at least we don't want people to see the weaknesses when we perform for them, right? I'm not gonna go out there and sing a really, really low song. No. Just like you wouldn't go out there and sing a really, really high song that's out of your range, right? So you want to go out there, pick songs based on your range that you can sing without hurting yourself. Maybe you need to practice it a little bit, but it should still be a song that was built for you. You should never have to fit a song. The song should fit you. Or maybe you might say, oh, but you're a soprano. You don't understand what it's like to not be able to sing high notes. Well, I'm just letting you know, I've been there. There was a time where I could not sing high notes. And maybe I could produce a sound in the higher pitch, but it wasn't singing. I didn't know how to make it sound like singing. I thought I was just whining. I didn't have a vocal coach back then. There was no YouTube. I had to learn everything myself. I don't know what I was doing. Pretty sure all my technique was wrong. But I learned through trial and error. Because you know what? Singing is free. Anyone can do it as long as you have a voice. But the majority of my life I was convinced I was a mezzo, but only because I wasn't able to tap into what I was actually able to do. And that's why I say it is important for you to have a support network, people that you can trust for feedback, people that you can trust that have your best interest at heart, providing you with techniques that fit you and the style that you want to do. For me, having a coach was so important and life-changing because not only did it give me confidence, but it made me realize, oh, I can actually sing this stuff. Oh, I have a friend here I didn't show you at the beginning. Aside from your range, it is also really important to take note of the style that you're interested in. Because after some training with my coach, I am much better at belting higher notes than I used to before, but I'm not good at riffing, and nor am I interested in that because it's in a genre that I'm not too interested in exploring right now. I'm more interested in more like rock music at the moment, and notes in rock music tend to be more straightforward rather than kind of dancing around the place. Again, remember, you don't have to be able to do it all. Train towards notes that you think are realistic. Maybe you can't sing them right now, but you might have the ability to later. And skip the ones that are out of range, literally, and only focus on the ones that are in view right there that you can reach. Not up there, where you can never reach it. Again, you do not need to be able to sing every note to be a good singer. Here are the 3 things that you only need to focus on in your singing journey. You need to really embrace what you have. Focus on the things that you can control, which means you could probably expand on that range just a little bit more, and also focus on the styles and techniques that you are interested in for your goals, and leave everything else behind you. You don't need to be singing things that are not enjoyable, and you don't need to be singing things just because it impresses someone. You have to really ask yourself, why do I want to be able to sing this? Is it because I'm interested in it? Or is it only because everyone else will think I'm impressive if I sing it? Is it worth getting myself injured over and I will never be able to sing again? No, we want to be able to keep your voice healthy so that you can sing for the rest of your life. Once you've figured out your range and really embrace it and know how to work upon it, magic will really happen.
Good luck on your singing journey.